Before we begin, I want to tell you about a special discount for our newly revised ASL homeschool curriculum. If you use the code HOMESCHOOL30 at checkout, you'll receive 30% off of our accelerated program, which includes our homeschool curriculum. Act fast. The code expires on August 15th. Now to the video. Hey signers. If you're just beginning your ASL journey with your kids, or even curious about what learning American Sign Language looks like at home, then you're in the right place. This lesson is one part of what our students learn in week 1 of our new and improved Homeschool ASL Curriculum. In fact, the entire first week of the curriculum is linked in the description for you to see exactly what it looks like. Every week, students will learn new signs, grammar and culture, fingerspelling and numbers, plus fun, hands-on activities for early elementary all the way through middle school. Also, every unit gives students an opportunity to review and test their knowledge. We've designed this to be flexible, engaging, and easy to follow. This curriculum starts at the very beginning with ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, your first signs, and basic grammar concepts. It builds on itself over 2 years. And by the end of the curriculum, you'll know hundreds of signs and have all the tools you need to have complex conversations in ASL. This video gives you a peek into what your child's very first ASL lesson could look like. We're going to cover some key concepts that every signer needs to know, from how to use your hands to how ASL works as a language. Now, let's learn how to sign. Hey signers, we need to talk about something really important, our hands. After all, American Sign Language is a visual language, and our hands do a lot of talking. So today's question is, what do I do with my hands? Let's break it down together. Dominant versus non-dominant hand. Start by looking at your hands. You have 2 of them, right? Your right hand and your left hand. Or which hand do you throw a ball with? That hand is called your dominant hand. That's the one that you'll use the most when signing. I'm right-handed, so I use my right hand to lead the signs. My left hand, the non-dominant hand, helps out, but doesn't take the lead. Now, you'll notice I wear a watch on my left hand if you need help following along of which one I'm using. If you're left-handed, just flip that. It's the same signs, just mirrored. What matters is being consistent. Use your dominant hand the same way every time to help your signs stay clear and easy to read. Rest position. Here's a little tip. When you're not signing anything, it's helpful to keep your hands in a resting position. That usually means they're relaxed at your side or gently resting in front of your body. Why does that matter? Because ASL is visual, even when you're not signing. So if you're fidgeting or holding your hands in some weird shape, someone might think you're signing something. A calm, rested position keeps your message clear. Now, there are signs for showing like responses and understanding and giving feedback that you'll learn later and feel more comfortable with as you learn. Finger names and hand shapes. Let's talk about our fingers. You'll often hear things like index finger or Y hand. What does that mean? Here are the finger names. We have our index finger. This is the one that you point with. Middle finger. It's the tallest one. And a lot of times I call this the feeler finger because it shows feeling. The ring finger. This is where a ring normally goes. The pinky finger. It's the smallest one. And then the thumb. It's the one that sticks out like this. If I say use 2 index fingers, that means you have both of your index fingers like this. Now, hand shapes. Hand shapes describe how your hand looks in a sign. For example, a Y hand means the thumb and the pinky finger are like this. A 5 hand shape are all 5 fingers spread out. We use these shapes all the time in ASL. There are many hand shapes, which I'll teach you when you learn each sign. The 5 parameters of ASL. Now here's the cool part. Every ASL sign is made up of 5 parameters. Think of them like building blocks. As you're learning new signs, you'll want to keep these 5 things in mind because every sign is made up of these parameters. Hand shape. That's what the hand looks like. Palm orientation. That's which way your palm is facing. Location. It's where the sign is on the body. Movement. How your hand moves. Non-manual signals. What your face, head, and body does. Let's take the sign play. Well, the hand shape for the sign play are these Y hands. The palm orientation, they face each other. The location is right in front of your chest, kind of in this neutral area. The movement is like a small flick. Facial expression, neutral. But you can also kind of show playing and having fun. Now, if you change one of those parameters, you can change the meaning of the entire sign. That's why it's so important to pay attention to all the parameters. For example, mom and dad are the same hand shape and movement and palm orientation and facial expression, but one is on the chin, mom, and the other is on the forehead, dad. And that makes it completely different. At first, it might feel like a lot, but don't stress. As you keep practicing, your hands and brain will work together more naturally. Just focus on being consistent and having fun with it. Remember, use your dominant hand to do the main part of the sign every time. Keep in a calm, rested position. Know your fingers and hand shapes. Watch for the 5 parameters that make every sign. And I promise it will get easier with time. What did you think? To check out the entire first week of our homeschool curriculum, click the link in the description. You'll find the vocabulary videos, digital flashcards, grammar lesson, fingerspelling lesson, activities, and more. It's completely free for you to try. Here are the highlights of our 2-year program. 60+ weeks of instruction, over 900 signs, plus several hundred additional signs in the expanded learning. 48 lessons covering culture, grammar, history, and examples. 48 lessons and activities covering fingerspelling and numbers. Over 150 activities and printables. 12 assessments complete with study guides and review materials. Plus, we have bonus lessons covering holidays and other ASL topics. We can't wait for your family to join. And until next time, keep learning how to sign.